Most people know Elon Musk as one of the richest men on Earth, the billionaire behind Tesla, SpaceX, and countless futuristic ideas. But what if the real silent powerhouse of the Musk family isn't Elon, but his own brother? What if the man who stays far away from the spotlight is quietly building an empire so massive, so profitable, and so deeply connected to the future of food, technology, and sustainable living that he may actually surpass Elon in wealth one day? Today, we're diving deep into the unbelievable story of Kimball Musk, the brother who might secretly be richer than Elon. From the outside, Kimball Musk appears simple: a calm personality, a cowboy hat, a farmer-like lifestyle, and a passion for food. But behind this relaxed public image lies a billionaire-level empire that almost no one talks about. And unlike Elon, Kimball built his fortune in silence, through industries most people overlook: restaurants, real estate, philanthropy networks, food tech, and sustainable agriculture. But the most shocking part is this: many of Kimball's investments are now connected to the future of food production, food distribution, and urban farming, industry predicted to be worth trillions in the coming decade. To understand how Kimball reached this level, we must go back to the early years of the Musk brothers. Before Elon became the face of futuristic technology, Kimball was already building and selling companies right beside him. In their 20s, they co-founded Zip2, one of the earliest online business directory companies. When Compaq bought the startup for over $300 million, both brothers walked away with millions. But while Elon immediately dove into tech, Kimball did something shocking. He walked away from Silicon Valley and went to culinary school. Everyone thought he was crazy. Why give up the tech world? Why step away from the billions? But Kimball had a vision. He believed that food, healthy, sustainable, locally grown food, would become one of the strongest industries in the world. And while everyone else focused on digital startups, Kimball quietly built a food empire from the ground up. And that empire, today, stretches across the United States and reaches into future trillion-dollar markets. One of Kimball's biggest successes is the Kitchen Restaurant Group, a chain of high-end, farm-to-table restaurants that became a favorite among investors, politicians, and business elites. But these restaurants weren't just for profit. They were a gateway into a much bigger mission, reshaping the entire food industry. Through his nonprofit Big Green, Kimball built learning gardens and schools across the country, gaining influence and partnerships with mayors, governors, and education leaders. Yet the real secret behind Kimball's rising wealth came from technology. Even though he stepped away from Silicon Valley, he didn't step away from tech. He went deeper. In 2016, Kimball co-founded Square Roots, a massive urban farming company that uses advanced controlled climate technology to grow fresh produce inside high-tech shipping containers. These farms can grow food anywhere: New York, Chicago, Detroit. No soil, no fields, no seasons, no pesticides. The company is backed by hundreds of millions in funding and partnerships with major grocery chains. Experts predict that controlled environment farming could become one of the biggest industries in the future, especially with rising climate concerns. And Kimball is already positioned at the leadership seat. But here's a surprising twist. Kimball Musk is not only building his own empire, he also holds massive stakes in Tesla and SpaceX. Over the years, he has made strategic investments, buying millions of dollars worth of Tesla stock before its explosive growth. When Tesla skyrocketed, so did his portfolio. Some analysts estimate that Kimball's Tesla holdings alone may be worth several $1 billion. Combined with his real estate, his startups, and his private investments, Kimball's total net worth could be far higher than what is publicly reported. What makes all of this even more incredible is the influence Kimball has behind the scenes. He is on the Tesla board of directors. He advises on sustainability decisions. He helps shape future corporate strategies. And he has access to inside knowledge on long-term tech developments that most of the world doesn't even know exist yet. The quiet brother, the calm entrepreneur, the man in the cowboy hat is actually one of the most powerful insiders in the futuristic energy, transport, and environmental industries. There are even rumors, supported by financial analysts, that Kimball Musk may inherit portions of Elon's empire or even take a major leadership role in Tesla or SpaceX one day. If that happens, the value of his shares and his overall power could skyrocket to unimaginable levels. Some speculate that if Kimball continues expanding in the food tech world, He might become one of the richest players in a trillion-dollar industry, an industry that Elon himself is not directly competing in. While Elon builds rockets and electric cars, Kimball is quietly positioning himself as the king of sustainable food, urban farming, and global food distribution. Food, an industry that every human needs. Food, an industry that continues to rise in value no matter what the economy does. Food, an industry that can make Kimball Musk one of the richest men in the world. The truth is simple. Kimball Musk may never flaunt his wealth. He may never appear in flashy headlines or dominate social media. But his investments are strategic, stable, and scalable. They touch the future of health, agriculture, environment, and urban development. And while Elon is the face of innovation, Kimball is becoming the quiet force shaping how the future will eat and live. As so, is Elon Musk's brother secretly richer than him? Not today, not officially. But with the industries Kimball controls and the influence he holds behind the scenes, the possibility is very real. And if the projections of food tech and climate tech are correct, Elon Musk may one day be known not as the richest Musk, but simply as the most famous one, the silent brother, the restaurant entrepreneur, the sustainability leader, might ultimately outgrow the billionaire who wants to colonize Mars. And when that day comes, the world will finally look at Kimball Musk and realize that the quiet one was building a trillion-dollar future all along. Elon Musk is famous worldwide. Tesla, SpaceX, billion-dollar companies, futuristic ideas. That's why most people assume he's the richest and most powerful member of the Musk family. But what many don't know is that Elon's brother, Kimball Musk, has quietly built a massive empire of his own, an empire in industries that experts believe will dominate the next decade. Unlike Elon, Kimball avoided the spotlight. He chose to focus on the future of food, a sector that doesn't get as much attention but is growing incredibly fast. He invested heavily in restaurants, urban farming, real estate, and companies that could transform how cities grow food. While Elon is building rockets and electric cars, Kimball is building businesses that every human needs: food, health, and sustainable agriculture. And here's the twist. Kimball didn't leave technology behind. He used his tech knowledge to help create Square Roots, one of the most advanced indoor farming companies in America. Experts believe this industry could be worth trillions in the future because the world will need cleaner, healthier, climate-resistant food sources.